Well, good evening, everyone. Oh, I'm on the bottom. I don't like that. We got to fix that. There we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Barry Beat podcast, streaming live to 802 Scoop from the Inside Scoop Studios, Main Street, Barry, Vermont. My name is Michael Booten, and of course, there is on the bottom is Liam Hogan from Hogan Group LLC. How you doing this evening?
Good. How are you?
I can't complain too much. You know, it's been quite a weekend.
Oh, I feel you there.
Yeah, well, yeah, you've been out and about in another place. I was here in Barrie because, I'm a good person,
Right.
unlike you who was
Oh.
down in like Boston.
Yeah, I was in Burlington, Massachusetts, attending a conference on dental software. That
Wow, that sounds so exciting.
it was an exciting 10-hour day on Friday.
That sounds so exciting. It almost sounds as exciting as going to a conference on actuaries.
It
For
was
life
almost that
insurance.
exciting. We got to talk about workflows and how to use the software better.
Yeah, that
Learned a
excites
lot.
you? Does that excite you?
It does.
It does excite you.
Software excites
I get
me.
it. I get it. I get excited about AI. I
Yeah,
get excited
exactly how they're integrating AI, and we got to talk about all kinds of stuff.
Listen,
Then I came back
get
Friday
that.
trying to make it for your parade, and
You failed.
I did.
You did not make it.
By like a couple hours. I
You did.
failed.
You failed immensely. I'm very disappointed.
By the time I got home, I had to go right to Tunbridge and watch the Chelsea Funnery. They did
What,
Romeo and Juliet, which was actually really good.
at Tunbridge?
Yep.
Was it like a modern version or?
I couldn't tell you because I'm not well versed in Shakespeare. I'm becoming well versed because
I'll just tell you, it's pretty simple, right? The lady and the guy like each other. The families hate each other.
Montauk and whatever,
Yeah,
whatever they're called,
they-
catapults.
They hate each other, and they commit suicide.
Right, both of them.
One of them thinks that they're going to survive. Right? I think that's what happened. Yes, one of them commits suicide using a drink that would wake her up, if I recall.
And she woke up,
And she woke up, but he had
herself.
committed suicide because he thought that she had.
Is that the modern version?
No, I think that's the older version.
Okay, well, that's the version I saw.
Hey, guess what? I've never actually read it, so
I haven't either, but I've seen it.
Yeah,
my siblings do the Chelsea Funnery every year, 2 weeks in July, and at the end of the 2 weeks, they do a Shakespeare play. It's been actually really fun as they've grown up and been doing that.
Interesting.
So I spent 3 hours in beautiful Tunbridge, Vermont yesterday too.
Well, I spent all my day here in Barrie, Vermont, because Barrie's way better than Tunbridge. No
Beautiful
offense, no
Barrie,
shade
Vermont.
to the Tunbridge people. I just like Barrie better. I can't help it. There's the fair in Tunbridge.
There's a fair in Tunbridge. They also have a general store, so don't be hating on Tunbridge.
Not hating on them. I'm just saying I like Tunbridge.
Those
better.
Tunbridgeites.
Yeah, they're big supporters of 802 Scoop.
They are. They're our biggest.
No, I'm just a Barrie guy, so I apologize. It is what it is. Stay tuned, folks, because I probably about 10 minutes ago got a video that I started to watch, and I'm like, you know what? I need to share that on Barry Beat and live react to it. Yeah, Liam brought up the Eagles. It's a video from one of my biggest fans, and she spliced pictures from the Heritage Festival into an AI generated song. So we'll watch that at the end, and that everybody's like, nope, we're out. Just saw the viewership drop by like 5 people.
Who said something about the eagle?
No one said anything about the eagle.
Oh man!
But the eagle is down in the 802 Scoop Studios now, and that's where it will stay. So anyway, all right, let's just jump into the weather because the weather sucks like really bad. Sadly, so tomorrow it's going to be partly cloudy. with a high of 82 degrees. But then Tuesday, it's going to be PM thunderstorms, looking at 79 degrees. And then Wednesday, showers, 70 degrees. Thursday, showers, 72 degrees. Friday, showers, 78 degrees. Saturday is going to be partly cloudy. And Sunday is and that's going to be 82 degrees, partly cloudy. And then Sunday is going to be scattered thunderstorms, 77 degrees. So we had a great weekend for the Heritage Festival, though, which it was absolutely glorious out. You were in the car or inside a building, so you missed it all.
Yep.
Sorry. It was beautiful up here. As you can tell, I got myself some sun. I'm already like,
Hey, you got a little sun.
yeah. It was great. You like that little fly?
Love it. It
great.
Likes me too.
Apparently.
Hopefully it goes.
Raylene, if you're
bugs
listening, you need to get rid of the fly.
Right.
So yeah, no, the Barre Heritage Festival, we'll just start there. As always, the partnership does a phenomenal job at the Barre Heritage Festival. And Tracy Lewis is just amazing. She's just amazing. So super shout out to them. It was a lot of fun. They had a whole bunch of stuff going on. The toe down was, to me, the toe down is really the start. I know that Friday night they have things. For me, it feels like the start is the toe down. And the toe down yesterday, Domino's, a team with Domino's had won. So congratulations to Domino's. Yeah, so congratulations to them.
And it looked like you had a good turnout.
Yeah, it was a pretty good turnout. We did stream it live, so folks can watch it. Not the whole Heritage Festival, but the toe down. So, which was really good, because I think some people can't make it, and I think they appreciate the fact that we live stream it. And that's a service that we do from 802 Scoop. It's a service that Barre City community fan page did before that. So it's something that I do that I feel is really important for our community, is to have those events live streamed. So, but I can't help it if it's not great quality.
Right.
I try my best, folks. But yeah, so the Heritage Festival was great. The parade was great. It was really awesome. And I won't go into like my personal things of the Heritage Festival, because that's campaign stuff, and we'll leave that for the end. Just a reminder for folks, August 4th is the National Night Out from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on August 4th, Tuesday. So next Tuesday at Courier Park.
Can't believe that's next Tuesday already.
Next Tuesday. Are you going to that?
I'm going to put it on my calendar.
You're going to put it on your calendar? I'm not going to be able to go to trivia night that night.
Me either.
Super sad. But
hoping to make it this week, though.
You're going to make it this week?
Trivia night.
I'm trying to get Jeffrey and Rich to come with us. You don't know them, but
No.
they would be great at trivia.
Are they smart?
Yeah. Jeffrey's really good at sports.
Oh, good.
Him and I are like
top notch
for sports. Which is me being extremely sarcastic. Or what's the other word that I'm thinking about? Not just sarcasm, but
I'm really good at sarcasm.
You're good at sarcasm?
Yeah.
I can be very good at sarcasm. Like dripping, ugly sarcasm.
Yep.
That's the best one
that's the best sarcasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So there is a city council this week. The big docket item on city council, and I'm sure that this is going to cause a lot of people to have conversations, The water and sewer rates are going to go up,
Nice.
and they're going up quite a bit. They're projected to go up 3% for the base rate, 15% for the use rate, and um, the sewer is going to be 3% and 15% as well.
Wow.
So, and this is a pretty large jump. So we're talking, they're estimating about $12.60 per quarter for low use households. For average household usage, you're looking at about $45 increase per quarter. And then for people that use a lot of water, you're looking at $77.
Wow.
So
That is
it's a pretty big amount of
Healthy.
money.
Yeah.
It's a healthy amount of money,
Yeah.
you know, and it gets into the fact that, you know, we in Vermont, it's really expensive to live up here.
Yeah.
And it's just getting worse. You know, and the problem with this is that it costs $3.5 million to operate the water treatment and $4.3 million for the sewer treatment. And the money that's being collected in fees is not covering the
right.
costs. So they have to raise it up. The staff actually suggested a 40% increase for treatment and for 35% for sewer for usage rate. So
we kind of lucked out there.
That did not happen. That would cause a revolt in the city.
Probably.
I mean, it would have.
We might see pitchforks if that happened.
Yeah. Because if it's $45 for 15%, right? You're probably looking at almost $100 or more dollars for an average user,
right.
if they went up the 40%. Yeah, it would be almost $100. But if I'm doing my math correctly on that, if I'm doing it wrong, no one's going to fact check me. So,
or they might and just tell you in the comments,
and then you can post it in the comments if you know the numbers. I apologize if I messed that up. And then they're going to be talking about the property up on Hilltop. So there's a resident in that area.
Was this garden guy?
Yeah, it's a lady. It's a lady.
Oh,
it's a lady.
How did that go?
So I guess I don't know what happened from it. So to give folks some background, about 10 years ago, we purchased using FEMA money 15 Hilltop. It's a stretch of, it's a property, you know, a house was on it. We tore down the house and it became an open space. At some point, someone from Orange Street, I believe she requested of the city to plant a garden there, and she's got a tea garden there that she cultivates it, and I mean, it looks pretty. And then she sells the tea for her small business. I mean, I don't think she's making bank on it, right? You know, it's not like she's racking in the dough. I think she does it for like a market, and I think she sells it to a business on Main Street as well. So anyway, they're going to be talking about a policy on allowing people to use these properties.
So she's not going to get in any trouble.
Well, I don't think she was going to get in any trouble.
I was a little worried that they were going to get her for planting a garden on there.
No, I think she probably, I assume she got permission.
Yeah.
You know, that would be my guess. Rosemary says it's the former Wendell Fitz home. So I'm not sure. I know that Cynthia Dupree and the Duprees owned the house before. They're the ones that owned it before it was bought out by the city. But anyway, so they're going to be doing a policy on how to handle this, because we're going to have a lot of FEMA buyout properties,
Right.
and people are going to want to use it. So how do you allow people to use it in a way that is going to fit within the FEMA buyout regulations?
Right. And what you're able to do with it, because there are certain, it has to be like a green space now, right?
Correct.
It can't be anything.
I checked. It looks like you can cultivate it, but I don't know if that means for business.
Mhm.
So, and it's a fine line, because it's like a small, it's like, it's not like a business, right? I mean,
Right.
it is a business, but it's not like it's not like a big business.
Right.
It's not like Walmart cultivating,
No.
tea. It's a neighbor that's just, I don't know. So anyway, that's on the docket to discuss on Tuesday night. So if you're really excited about that, you can skip trivia and you can go there.
That might be fun. Skip trivia and go
to the city council
go
meeting.
city council and see about Garden Lady.
Don't call her Garden Lady. That is not very nice. It just doesn't. It doesn't sound nice. It does not sound nice.
Liam's getting canceled.
Yeah, you should get canceled for that. Good golly. I mean it. Yeah, whatever.
I am pro garden.
Okay, well, that's good to know. And you're just like not nice to the nice lady that's doing the gardening. Garden lady. Who says that? What's wrong with you? All right. So they're also going to be discussing a separate bond request to help pay for lighting on Church Street and Auditorium Hill as well, for sidewalk improvements and all that wonderful stuff. Pedestrian access, safety near the auditorium. That'll be a topic of conversation. And they're also moving forward with the auditorium renovation. They're hiring a clerk of the works. So apparently USDA requires a full-time clerk for the administration of the funds. So they're contracting that out. And Amanda Gustin is going to give an update on the city manager search. For folks that don't know, Chief Vale has taken over the position of city manager as acting city manager until we fill that position. And then there's also going to be the discussion about the placement of the Daughters of the American Revolution American 250 Patriot marker at Elmwood Cemetery. So I'm not sure what that is. I know that it's a 20-inch by 20-inch post with a cap-mounted bronze plaque. So we'll see what that comes.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. That's all I got for city council.
Hey, that's
we're
an
19
eventful
minutes in.
city council.
That's it for city council. Now, for what?
That was an eventful. That's going to be an eventful city council.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good stuff in there.
There is. The water thing is really going to be interesting to pay attention to, because I really feel that people are going to be super hot on that.
Yeah.
But the fact is that the enterprise fund is exactly what it is. Well, it's exactly what it is. It's the enterprise fund. The enterprise fund is the water fund, right? Like, the money goes in, the money comes out. It's not, it's very correlated to the service, right? You have to pay for the water to have drinking water. We all like being able to drink our water. It's not like, the way it used to be, where you had to have your own filter systems. We get our water, pumped to us in Barre City and probably where you are as well.
Yep.
And, there is a cost to that. And they're yeah, they're going to have to deal with that. And our plant is old. I mean, it's super old. And DEC was having some issues with our sewage treatment plant when talking about the grants. So, see.
We'll find out soon enough.
Sure will. All right. Moving on to health officials are urging people to take extra precautions after mosquitoes collected in Montpelier tested positive for West Nile virus. The Barre Office of Local Health says this is the latest detection of Vermont's mosquito surveillance program, but there are no reported human cases linked to this finding as of yet. So, West Nile virus.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was in the States.
I didn't either. Apparently in Vermont.
Apparently.
So watch for those skeeters.
We maybe we should kill them. I mean, I'm okay with they recommend, EPA approved insect repellent. I don't know what that is, but DEET works wonderful.
Yep. Smells bad, works wonderfully.
Yeah, I know that it causes cancer and stuff, but you could die from West Nile virus, right? Can't you die from that?
Yeah, you could die from drinking too much coffee.
That is true. You can die from a lot of things. I think DEET is
probably pretty low on the list.
Yeah, we could use chemicals to kill the mosquitoes. Mm-hmm. Disney does it. Did you know that?
Uses chemicals to kill mosquitoes.
You ever been to Disney?
Nope.
No. So there's 10 people that are watching currently. I need people to post, make a comment, tell me if you've ever seen a mosquito at Disney. Drop it in the comment. I'll wait patiently. Because you know what? Nobody's ever seen a mosquito there. Unless it was one of the cartoon characters. They kill the mosquitoes. I mean, they go out of their way killing the mosquitoes. They like chemically treat all the ponds there. There's a lot of ponds at Disney. I've never been either, but it's in Florida. There's standing water, but they kill all of it. They put chemicals in all of it. At least I'm pretty sure they do. You know what? Allegedly, they put chemicals in their water down there. I don't need anybody to sue 802 Scoop. Anyway, so yeah, if you're out and about, folks, make sure you're wearing some, off or something.
Right.
East Montpelier is celebrating a major investment in its future with opening a new town garage, replacing a facility that has served the road crew since 1949.
Wow.
Town leaders say the larger, energy-efficient building will better protect equipment, improve day-to-day operations, and serve the community for decades to come.
Good for them.
Yeah.
1949 probably got your money's worth out of it.
I'm sure when I watched the video, I think it was on WCAX. It definitely looked older. Yeah. it looked like it was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was like cheaply made, but it looks like it wasn't that expensive of a facility. It looked like it was wood. The new one looks pretty slick though. I mean, it looks very, very nice, which, I get that. I mean, have you ever been to the Public Works building down here in Barre?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's bad. It's so bad. It is so bad. Yeah, it's so bad. It's garbage. That's the reason why we need a new Public Works building. But yeah, they actually took pieces of that building, their old one, mm-hmm. and incorporated it into the new one to save money, which is pretty cool. I will say the video that I watched, the guy that was talking had Granite City on his hat, which is Barry. Fun fact. Employees at community health centers of Burlington are speaking out after another round of layoffs, saying that they were caught off guard and want more transparency from leadership. Community health centers say that the cuts were necessary to improve the organization's financial stability, but workers are raising concerns about decisions to outsource billing services and what it could mean for patient care. They outsourced to, it was either India or the Philippines. Not a fan of that.
Outsourcing?
Yeah, not a fan of outsourcing in general. I feel kind of bad for these folks.
Yeah.
It's not okay. I have a lot to say about this topic that I'm not going to say, but I will just say that outsourcing is not good. I do not like outsourcing. And it's really sad, especially when you're talking about it's one thing if you're like outsourcing, Verizon Wireless, which
Right.
I don't like at all. Hated when they did that.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, when you outsource and you're talking about sensitive issues, that's it just feels different. It's a little bit different from outsourcing your your furniture company's call center, right? That's not, you're not calling up talking about how you're dying from cancer and you need help to talk about your bill. But oh well. There's nothing that I can do about that, unfortunately, but it is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Burlington City Council Democrats have unveiled a new proposal called Burlington Forward, aimed at tackling public safety, homelessness, and quality of life issues downtown. Supporters say the plan balances compassion with accountability, while Mayor Emma Mulvaney Stanek says she'd like to see a more collaborative approach before moving forward. So this is really exciting. There are no Republicans in Burlington. Like, if there are, there's like 5, and it's really sad, and I don't know what to say. So this is like a fight between Democrats and progressives. The whole, like, how badly that city has gone. I looked up the document, and I'm gonna drop it in the chat here. Give me 1 minute. Ooh, Feedback Hub. So I just dropped that in there. Don't click on the link, folks, until later. But you can read this 21-page document. Major action items include the following. They want to strengthen accountability for unlawful conduct. Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Republicans have been on that side for quite some time now. Just saying. Expand the city. This is what happens when you allow crazy to like run your city. You get people and they're just like, okay, we're done. We're done. We get a problem here. We need to fix this. Yeah. And that's why Vermont is in the place that it's in. We need to fix the problems. And, whatever. So anyway, expand the city's visible public safety presence versus what happened a couple years ago where they defunded the police.
Right.
Just pointing that out. That was a intentional thing. So good job. Restore and act. I need to stop. I need to stop being a jerk about it. I apologize, Burlington. But if you're conservative, move to Barre. Restore and activate Burlington's public spaces. Expand efforts to improve cleanliness, graffiti removal, and public space stewardship. Have you seen some of the graffiti around here?
Yeah, there's not a lot of it, but I do see it.
Yeah. We've got the graffiti going on down here too.
Yeah.
And if you're like spray painting property that's not yours, how about you not? Sounds like a great idea. Don't be spray painting other people's property because that means you're being a dick. Excuse my language. I apologize. Clarify zoning policy for public health initiatives, which I think that has to do with like the safe injection sites. I might be wrong. Or also needle exchanges,
Yep.
which is causing a huge problem up there. Self-inflicted. Strengthen partnerships with nonprofit service providers and private property owners. Part of the same issue. Establish a sustainable and humane framework for addressing homelessness, behavioral health, and substance use concerns. If you take care of the behavioral health, mental health, and the substance use, your homeless rates are going to go down, just so you know. Mark, put a pin in that. And if we do that, if we actually address those issues, those two issues, homeless rates will go down. I might be wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm pretty positive that would take care of like probably 90% of our homelessness issues. Consider reasonable expansion of the temporary emergency shelter capacity and sanctioned camping while improving the city's response to unauthorized encampments and strengthen state and regional partnerships. So, not a bad list.
No.
I mean, honestly, I would obviously get rid of the whole. There's no need to have a conversation with safe injection sites. I just would not have them. I'm not a big fan of passing out needles either, but that's just me. You're a big fan of that?
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of.
You're a fan of the safe injection sites, aren't you? Voters in Washington Central Unified School District will decide on August 11th whether to change who has the final say on closing small schools. Instead of only affecting instead of only the affected town voting on a closure, the proposal would allow voters across all 5 district towns to decide, a change that's fueling strong opinions on both sides of the debate.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think this is good because at the end of the day, if one town has control over the purse strings, for lack of a better word, because the school is costing a lot of money to stay open, and this one town doesn't want to close its school. It's part of a bigger district. Everybody in that district gets taxed, and everybody in that district should have a say in that tax.
Yep.
Kind of makes you think of, how we disperse our funds in general, right? Like all the money goes to the state and every school district can vote their own budget. I don't have any say over Washington County's, Washington Central's budget. I only have say over Barre Unified Union School District. But if Washington Central Unified Union School District blows the budget, Barre City would get affected by that. So won't every other community. Does make you think about the funding formula and how that works. Hence the reason why a foundation formula that we passed in the legislature this year is a good thing. That being said, I think that I understand people wanting to save their schools. I don't I'm just not a big supporter of small schools that are super expensive. Sorry. Excuse me. Wow, that was tough. That was caused because I was hating on the small schools.
Right, you're your guy.
Excuse me. I'm not hating on small schools. I just think that when schools are so small that it's not cost, it's like super cost prohibitive.
Right.
You should be able to close it down.
For sure, when they're not cost effective anymore.
Right.
Should time to merge.
Well, they're already merged. The one town has the ability to prevent a closing of the school. I am really sorry, folks. Keep talking. Oh, man. But I know a lot of people don't hold that opinion.
Yep.
And that's okay.
Everybody's got one.
Everybody's got opinion.
And you know what they say about opinions.
I was waiting for you. I was teeing you up. Go for it. You can fill in the blanks. The vote will not, just for the record, the vote will not close the school. The vote is to allow the community to vote to close the school, which probably that's what would end up happening if the vote passes. Oh, well. All right, moving on. Oh, this one's a good one. This one's exciting. This one's great. A growing cyclospora outbreak has now sickened people in New Hampshire, including 9 confirmed cases linked to contaminated lettuce served at a Cheshire Medical Center in Keene. Health officials say the parasite is part of a much larger nationwide outbreak with more than 4,000 cases reported across 41 states.
This is why you shouldn't eat lettuce.
No. This is so Liam's takeaway on this is why you should eat less lettuce, right?
Don't eat
less
lettuce,
greens,
guys.
Less greens. That's what his take is. Here's my take. We should have our own food system set up. We should be allowing the nice lady with the garden to be selling her stuff at the market, and we should be able to like pick that stuff up because think about it. I mean, if we were just buying our stuff from our farmers markets, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there was an outbreak, that's where it ends,
Right?
Because it is very localized, and you can track that super quick. I mean, super quick, right? You know, if I have lettuce, I know where I got my lettuce from. I got it from, the lady on Hilltop. Right? And you'll be able to be not the lady on Hilltop, folks. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely is a benefit of that hyper local food distribution.
Yeah.
Getting it locally, because you won't have this problem. So I'll say this. I won't be buying lettuce at the store, but I might buy it at the co-op.
Don't eat
it.
Don't eat your lettuce.
That's kind of scary. It's like explosive diarrhea. I mean, have you ever had, well, you probably haven't. No. So, what the heck did, I got a virus and I can't remember the name of it. It was not fun though. I mean, I was super sick. This is really not, this is like serious stuff.
Right. This is not to be messed with.
Yeah.
So stay away from the lettuce, guys.
Well, it's not. I would go to your local distributor of lettuce. You can trust them. Governor Scott says he's concerned about the extended deployment of Vermont Air National Guard members serving in the Middle East, saying the longer mission is taking a toll on military families and employers back home. While the deployment remains critical to national security, Scott says he hopes service members can return to Vermont as soon as possible. And I think they were trying to like catch him when he was asking that question, and he's right. It does have a toll on our military families,
Definitely.
and we should be getting them home as soon as possible.
As with all the rest of them.
Yep.
Not just
Absolutely.
the ones from Vermont.
Absolutely. All right. OpenAI says it's investigating what it calls an unprecedented cybersecurity incident after two of its advanced AI models escaped a testing environment and hacked into AI company Hugging Face, which I don't even know what that is. The incident has raised new questions about how much autonomy AI systems should have and whether stronger safeguards are needed as the technology becomes more capable. That's a little creepy.
It's creepy, but it's also really impressive, and it shows that OpenAI is on like the front, they're
the frontier of like
the leading
the
tier
AI
of
and the
AI.
the fact it escaped
Right.
the testing environment and then went after
it
some
learned.
random company.
It's
I don't know what happy hugging is or whatever.
Super-
Hugging face.
super scary, but I thought it was actually really cool that it was able to learn and get out of it. And it's unfortunate that it did what it did. It was probably, programmed for that. But
I mean, up until like reading that story, I wasn't as concerned about AI.
Right.
That was kind of concerning.
Yeah, that's
all I can think of is, Skynet, which is it's a little concerning. Maybe we should like think about this a little bit.
no, but I thought it was super cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool. That's great. Speaking of AI, Vermont is testing a new AI-powered technology designed to stop wrong-way drivers before they enter the interstate. State officials say the pilot project in Milton comes as the number of wrong-way driving incidents continues to climb, with more than 60 already reported in the first half of this year. I don't understand why you would go up the wrong ramp. I'm going to say that. Like, it's pretty clear. Wrong way.
Didn't it say self-driving cars, though?
No, it wasn't self-driving cars.
Oh, so people are just being dumb.
I don't know. If somebody knows the reason why people are going the wrong way on the interstate, I would love to know why.
Right, yeah.
Because
Don't
it
go the wrong way.
Sure doesn't make any sense to me.
There's like 4 signs by the time you get up the ramp that say
4
wrong
red
way.
signs.
Right.
Wrong way.
So it tells you.
Yeah.
Huh?
And it's
hard to miss.
Yeah. So the technology is similar to what's being used in Massachusetts and Connecticut. It's an AI-based technology that as the car's coming up, the AI camera will sense it and be like, hey, that's a problem. And like flashing lights will come out, around the do not enter wrong way, which makes me think, and this is going to be on exit 17, folks, if you want to try it.
Really?
And don't try it, because if you keep going, it'll notify the police just for the,
Exit
an
17,
FYI.
all right.
But you know that you're going to get so many entrances. It's going to be like a dare for
A lot of people,
teenagers.
yeah.
Everybody's going to be like driving up the wrong way. You watch it. Mark my words.
Exit 17, you said?
Exit 17. You
Right.
watch. You
Yeah.
watch.
Check that out.
Yeah, don't check that out. You're now on Barry Beat, so you kind of represent Barry Beat.
Right.
So don't be doing
Don't be doing that.
Don't be doing that. And you represent 802 Scoop too. Okay. So don't be doing that.
Don't be doing
Because it won't be just Liam Hogan of Hogan Group LLC. It will be Liam Hogan of 802 Scoop. And then Raylene has to deal with the comments for 5 days. It's for the record, it's not Flock. The cameras are not Flock. It's Tapco, something like that. You know what would be really good though? Is if they could use this thing for Smuggler's Notch.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't get like 4 news stories about how people get stuck up there all the time.
I know, but I feel like that would be a good thing.
You think they'd learn? You think the truck drivers would learn? Oh, hey, he got stuck. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Well, I mean, you would think if you're a truck driver, you would be going that direction.
We just need more smart people.
I'm pretty sure the people that get caught up there are smart. They just weren't paying attention to the signs.
But then they put barriers to make it smaller so it's more noticeable.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been up there for a hot minute.
Me either. I've never been up there.
I have to go up there. You've never been to Smuggler's Notch?
I don't think so.
Really?
You can just drive up there, right?
Have you been on the nickel tour? It's like $25 tour now, but it was a nickel tour when I was younger.
Don't think so.
You know, where you go to it used to be the chocolate factory. There's no chocolate factory. Oh no, there is the chocolate factory. I think it's still there. Maybe it's not. I don't know. So anyway, you go to Ben and Jerry's, which now I think is like $20 for a ticket to go through their little thing. It's the tourist traps. So you go to Ben and Jerry's, you hear the story of Ben and Jerry's and how they became who they are and how wonderful they are. And then you go to, it used to be the chocolate factory and the cheese factory. And then you'd go to the glass blowing place, which also has been closed down. Then you go to Cold Hollow Cider, which
been there.
Is great. And then you just hit all the different places in Stowe and you go up to the Von Trapp Family Lodge.
Yep, been there.
Yep.
All right.
And then you go up Smuggler's Notch, which is it's pretty cool.
Sounds like this is what I'm doing next weekend.
Yeah, you should.
Yep.
You should do that. Yep. It's well worth it, trust me. All right. A Barre cannabis cultivator is facing even more enforcement action after state regulators say the owners violated the terms of their license suspension and created a potential public health risk. The Vermont Cannabis Control Board is now seeking steep penalties against Forbin's Finest owners Nicholas Matte and Angela Payette. I don't know what's going on with this. Do you know anything about this? You're really into the big pot scene, right?
No.
Aren't you really into the pot scene?
No.
It feels weird. Like there's a bunch of stuff going around about this. And like I don't understand.
I know the 2 owners are super nice, so.
Well, that's what I don't understand. Like I hear all these great things and I'm like, I'm watching what's going on here.
Reading stuff and this.
Right. And I'm like, what's going on?
Right.
And then people online are like, they're being targeted. And I'm like, why are they being targeted? And,
Don't
what the heck? It's bizarre. And is the media, like, for example, I think he turned off the grow lights, which then mold started to happen or something like that. And was that just a mistake and he's being like, accused of being
something
terrible because of it?
Larger,
right. Yeah. And maybe the media is just blowing it out of proportion. It's interesting. I'm not a fan of marijuana, so I don't have a stake in this game.
No, me either, but I know Angela and
Yeah,
Nick's.
they
they're
seem like
both
nice
super
people.
nice. And
It's very confusing to me.
when I did the food truck for a little bit, they were going to give me a spot to do it. So yeah, nothing
I mean, that makes
but
sense,
nice
right?
to me. So
I mean, that makes sense.
right,
You know,
marijuana and tacos.
marijuana and tacos. You should invite them on. You should do a show. The Liams.
Yeah, we got to think of a name for it.
Yeah, you could do that. You could invite them on, have a conversation about it, and they could tell you what's going on. Make
Okay.
it happen. Vermont is expanding a financing program aimed at boosting housing construction by using state cash reserves to provide low interest. Excuse me. Let me start that over again. Vermont is expanding a financing program aimed at boosting housing construction by using state cash reserves to provide low interest loans for development projects. Lawmakers say the move will help stretch public dollars further as the state continues working to address its housing shortage. You could deregulate, all the stuff that people have to do for housing, and that might,
Open it up a little bit.
might open it up,
Yeah.
maybe allow people to build on their land too. That
Yeah.
could also open it up a little bit.
Help out.
Yeah, a little bit.
You could have a podcast called Michael's Tips.
Michael's Tips.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a tip.
Yeah.
I got a tip.
Or tips from Michael.
I got a tip. How about we think about that for a minute? Here's a tip. Lock your doors when you leave your vehicle. A Warren woman is sharing an expensive reminder to always lock your car after a black bear became trapped inside the SUV and caused so much damage it was declared a total loss. Rin Merrick says she accidentally left her Toyota RAV4 unlocked overnight, only to find it rocking in the next morning with a bear inside.
Hopefully she opened the door and let the bear out.
It was, let me just tell you, we've had bears in our neighborhood.
Mhm.
So like this is a little concerning. I mean, I've had a bear up looking into when I had the old Jeep, up over the tire looking in to see what's in the Jeep.
Yeah.
That's a little scary.
Yeah.
It's a little scary to think that, and I saw the picture of it. It was wild. It was wild. And like the whole thing was torn up.
Bears are getting smarter.
Yeah. Obviously not smart enough to open the door once they get in. That would be terrifying to come out and find that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're going to have that much of a problem here in Barre. You're more likely to have the guy that goes around into your backyard and then tries to open up your doors, allegedly. Mitzvah or whatever his name is. You see it on resident chat all the time. This guy has free range in the state of Vermont to go and check people's doors, to open them up in their cars and then steal what's in there. So it's great. It's super awesome that we allow that to happen in Vermont.
It really is. That's a good side hustle he's got going on there.
So I'm running for election in November. If you don't want to have to always lock your doors, elect people that are going to change the laws so that those people don't feel comfortable up here.
I only lock my car when I'm outside of Barre.
When you're outside of Barre?
Right. So like when I go to Boston, I lock my car.
So
like I
own a Jeep. Knife. It is much cheaper for someone to just open up my door and steal whatever cash is there, which there's never any cash.
Right.
So it's much cheaper for me to just allow people to go into my Jeep than to have them decide to take a knife and slash the the vinyl. That's just not good.
Hmm.
But either way, it doesn't. I haven't experienced it, thankfully, in my neighborhood, but I know people on like Merchant Street on in that area, and even on the other side, have experienced this guy that walks around and just nonchalantly goes up to the door in the middle of the night and during the day too. Check the doors to see if they're locked and then take whatever's inside there. Like, that's not okay.
Right.
And I feel like there's something that's preventing something's wrong. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but that should not be happening in the state of Vermont. I'm just saying. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, that's all I got for news. Are you ready for the video?
Yep.
All right, folks. So we teased it in the beginning. So my cousin, who helped me out with passing out the Eagles on yesterday, she was taking pictures, and she spliced the pictures with music that she had AI generated. So now you're going to see my reaction. Full disclosure, it's a AI song about me. So that's what it is. So I will play it now.
Hey there, Vermont, gather round the green. Meet Michael Booten, keeping the dream alive and keen. Booten like a cheer, yeah, you know the sound. State rep on a mission, lifting Vermont up high. From the hills to the valleys, he's got that fire, fighting for the folks, taking it higher. With a heart full of hope and a smile that won't quit, Michael's rolling up sleeves, making it legit. Bootin', bootin', flying high like an eagle. Barre's in his blood, yeah, we're all believing. He loves those birds soaring in that classic town feel, making Vermont better. That's the Booten deal. Hey, hey, eagle strong, bear proud, singing loud and clear. Michael Booten's here. Vermont's got nothing to fear. Eagles overhead, circling the sky so blue. Michael's watching them, thinking about me and you. Bear's got that spirit, granite strong and true. He's building bridges, schools, and opportunities new. No problem.
That's not true.
No fight too small. He's in the state house answering the call. From maple syrup mornings to starry mountain nights, Michael Booten's working hard to keep the future bright. Booten, Booten, flying high like an eagle. Bear is in his blood. Bear is in his blood. He loves those birds soaring and that classic town feel, making Vermont better. That's the Booten deal. Hey, hey, eagle strong, bear proud, singing loud and clear. Michael Booten's here. Vermont's got nothing to fear. So, woo! So raise your hands up if you love the Green Mountains. If you cheer for Eagles and Barre's happy fountains. One voice, one rep, hey, with
The
vision so
NBC5 lady.
Oh, nice.
Booten's got Vermont.
When that was out, that's really that I was there.
Booten, Booten, flying high like an eagle.
My mom.
Bears in his blood. Yeah, we're all believing. For the people, the places, the future will build.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That was great. All right. Well, that's pretty awesome. Elise, thank you. I truly appreciate it. That was great. Do remember though, when you write Barry, you have to write Berry
There you go.
because AI isn't smart enough to figure out the pronunciation of Barry.
Barry.
But anyway, all right, folks. Thank you for watching, and I'll be posting that video on my page tonight, so everyone else can watch that. So you guys have a great evening, and thank you for watching the Barry Beat podcast.